Hi guys. So it's Tuesday. We're doing day number 2 of doing it the same day. And this is how it's working. It's going. It's going well. So I hope you guys have had a great day. I hope that it's been all that you wanted to be. I had a pretty awesome day. Nothing to complain about. Besides now my nose is itching like crazy. Just got done talking to William. Just got done cleaning the pool. Gonna have to get to work after I do this. Gonna do some telehealth and, do all the things. So, make some time of my day for you guys. So, hey. Yesterday I kind of told you guys about this video that I watched that kind of has just kind of, I'm gonna be honest, it's resonated with me and I'm kind of confused about why I'm still holding on to this. And I don't know if it's the fact that he was trying to say mental health is important, make sure you take a break, or I don't know if it's the fact that he was really telling people to put down their phones and enjoy life while having, I don't know, like he was recording a whole video. So he knew that he was working saying this. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I don't know. But what I did like about what he said is his message was true. You guys, have you ever just got to the point where you're just like, I can't do it anymore. Like, I'm done. I can't take another step. I can't have another thought. I can't, I don't know, just do anything that concerns work. Have you ever got to that point to where you're just kind of burned out and the thought of it just makes you like, ugh? Or, maybe you work's really hard and you're now going into personal life to where you're like, I can't. I can't do it. Like, you're to the point of burnout and you're to the point of just everything's being affected and it's hard and it's just overwhelming. So part of what he was saying about normalcy of mental health was very true. We have to make sure that we're making it normal. We have to make sure that we're encouraging others to take care of themselves and their mental health. We have to encourage those behaviors, and we have to encourage people to be okay with it. Counseling is not for everybody. I'm not saying everybody needs to go to a counselor. Not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is for those that feel that they need something more, they need somebody to talk to, they are confused or lost in life, they feel the little gut in their stomach going, ugh, they just need to, have that sounding board. It's okay. It's okay. And I mean, it's not for everybody. And I don't want you to ever think that I'm saying that you have to go to a therapist. I'm not. I'm saying that they're readily available if you get to the point where you know that you need something more. I actually have been to a therapist a few times. Probably some of the best times in my adult life is when I was actually speaking with the therapist and engaged with her, because she definitely was a sounding board. Like, it helped me to a point of knowing that I was okay. Like, she made my problems normal. She made me work for change. She made me, not really made me, she encouraged me to work for change. So in the realm of that, like, I understood this guy's message and I appreciated what he was saying, and that he's promoting this mental health and this company that's offering therapy. I appreciate that. I so appreciate that. But there's so much about that video that really just kind of stuck with me, and I'm just going. And I told William, I'm like, I just don't know that I'm okay with that. Like, I don't ever want to sell you a company. Like, even if I became private practice and fully licensed, I would never want to sell you my company. I would want to tell you that I have a company and I would want it to move on and go on. I'm not going to go out and make a big commercial about rest, relax, reset, don't let life stress get to you, and then be recording a video about my company. I don't know. It's not setting well with me. Whatever. I'm gonna try to get over this, y'all. I'm gonna try. Um, but other than that, I mean, that video said a lot. Like I said, there's so much, and I honestly believe that we are always in a circle of motion. Like, I don't think that motion just goes like this anymore. I think we circle, and we always have something going on, whether it be finances or work or car repair or just a thousand things that we've got stacked on our plate. And I think there's just never really a good stop moment anymore. We don't just stop very often. um One of my best memories from being a kid was is that my mom always made sure that we had Sunday dinner together. Like, I can remember mom cooking Sunday dinners. That's just something that we really, my mom worked her butt off. I'm going to just say that. She worked like 2 or 3 jobs at all times that I remember, and left me in the hands of my brothers often. Now, I think that that's not a bad thing. I think it's a very admirable thing. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, but she never let our family time, like, Sunday came along and we knew we were going to have dinner, and we just never struggled in that aspect. And I have been to the point where I'm just like, I don't know that I could give a guarantee in today's society, like for me, to give my kid a every Sunday dinner, because there's just so much going on. And then by the time Sunday gets here, I'm already prepping for Monday, and then it just never stops. At one point in life, I wanted to be able to do that, and I do take mental health days. Don't get me wrong, I do. But if I'm taking a mental health day, I'm kind of selfish. I'm like, I don't want to cook. Um, Definitely have a different outlook on it than my mom did, because my mom, like I said, made sure that was done. She wasn't selfish. She made sure we had a Sunday dinner. And I think that the way we handle things are differently now. Maybe I know from conversation, mental health was not discussed in the quantity or quality that it is today back then. And the stigma that wraps around it has been an ongoing thing. Mental health is not something that we discuss sitting at the dinner table, for sure. For me, it is. Bet your sweet bottom, I'll talk to anybody about mental health. But it's not something that I think my mom grew up talking to her mom and dad about. It's none of that. Even when I was younger, there were things that I didn't share in life with the ones that I loved or near and dear to me, because it was considered bad. Like there was a lot of mental health aspects of it that were okay, so we just didn't talk about it. So mental health has came so far, and I'm very glad for that. Um, and I just, I'm a sole provider to the thought process of, if you feel you need help, please know that it's okay to get help. And I'm my thought process that is on it is that if you're one of those people dogging mental health, if you're like, well, people don't need to do that, blah, 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 stop. Okay? Just don't go there with me. Don't go there with people that you care about. Don't have that pushed on anybody else. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Move on. If it's something that you need in your life, go for it. Go out there and do something. Get some assistance. That's great. Um, there's a lot of people that still aren't on board with the whole mental health thing. Like, I just there's so many that aren't. Like, if you're gonna be sad, you can change your thought process. For most people, that capacity is completely true, and we can change our thoughts, and life is fine, and we can move on. But there's some people that have been in different paths of lives that just don't have that same ability or capability or thought process about it, because they've never known anything different. And so they don't know how to pick themselves up. And that's fine. I mean, I think the whole stigma around mental health, it's it's talked about more, it's discussed more. Um, the more I hear it discussed, unfortunately, the more I see that people are just disgusted by it sometimes, and I try not to let that even get under my skin. Um, but it's just one of those things. I don't think that everybody has the same thought process as I do about mental health. And I don't know if ever there's a time that they're going to understand it, and that's okay. If they never need therapy, they never need therapy, you know? Um, but they don't need to be hateful to those that do. So, um, done a lot of things, just in my career as trying to get my licensure that I've thought, you know, I thought things were bad when I was growing up. I've had some very bad times in my life, and I've had some very hard times in my life, and I have this thought process now that's, I don't know that I could have, I've had it as bad as some of the ones that I work with. This fly is going to be my last nerve, okay? But I don't have it like some of the kids that I work with. These guys, I had a mother and a father, and I had brothers and siblings, and I had grandparents, and I had all the people that put me in this little family dynamic. And I don't know how that would have went, guys, if it was other, if I didn't have that. I mean, yeah, my parents were divorced, and yeah, I was young when that happened, but I think what that did is that gave me a larger family by far because, with my dad remarrying, I got tons of siblings, and so I was always wrapped up in family dynamic, okay? Now, not everybody in the family thought the way I did, or possibly my mom did about things, but that's okay. That's their thoughts and beliefs. So, kids that I deal with today don't have that. Like, even if they have a mother and father at home, it's behooving of me to hear some of the stuff I hear, you know? Or if they don't have family because of whatever's happened with mom and dad, it's mind crippling to me that these kids have to go through life and struggle, and it hurts. It hurts bad. Um and so many not on their own accord. Like, that's not what they wanted for sure. They never asked for it. Um so yeah. I don't even know where I was going with that, but I went off on this now because the thing with that is that some people hear my profession, that I'm trying to become a counselor, and they're like, wasted your money on that, didn't you? I'm not going to get rich being a therapist. Not going to do it. Definitely not going to be rich becoming a therapist in Oklahoma. Definitely not going to be rich becoming a therapist in Oklahoma and doing the job that I do. I'm not. But what I am doing is my heart feels rich. Because for an hour that I can give a client, that might be somebody they didn't have before, for an hour that I can give a client, it's giving them a piece of hope. For an hour that I get to see a client, it gives them the ability to be who they are and feel what they want to feel. And if I can prevent that from going to something negative, it's probably one of the best feelings in the world. Not saying that they're not going to struggle more in life, not saying that they won't have to see more therapists in life, because unfortunately they probably will. But I give them a little stepping stone at their age, because none of the kids that I see really are over 14, okay? And guys, these are crucial points in their life. Like, this is their growing pattern. This is who they are. And so I get to be there in the very beginning of that most generally. And it's such a blessing. And I can never shame these kids. I can never shame my clients for needing somebody to help them mentally with their mental health. Somebody to be their sounding board, their listening ear. So if that's you guys and your outlook is different, you don't believe that therapy is good, It's okay. That's your opinion. But never turn your head on somebody that truly enjoys it. Because mental health is so important. And if we can't get things going in the right way, it's just going to be a more dangerous society, I feel. So, yeah. I don't even know where this was going. This is probably why I don't do this daily. Sorry, guys. No, but we are going to talk more about, I talked about the mental health of it today. Like, the whole genre of him promoting that mental health. And I'm glad they're talking about it. Don't get me wrong. But when you see things like that on YouTube or TV and it's just a big ad for, a company or whatever, it's sad to me. Like, if they were sitting there telling me they were depressed and they were going to the therapist, that's one thing. But this guy was really like, life's a burden. I'm overwhelmed. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling anxiety. Feeling worry. And so I'm going to disconnect from the world. And then Barry's recording it all. So he didn't really disconnect. But whatever. Again, I'll get over it soon. But for now, I'm going to stop rambling. I've got to make a few calls. I got to talk to a few clients tonight. Do telehealth. So I'm going to say bye for now. And thank you guys for hanging out today. I feel like I'm rambling, but that's okay. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And it'll be more structured maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this will be what it is tomorrow too. But either way, thank you guys for being here and listening. And like always, thank you. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And come back tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Bye. Don't you see I'm shining? When I don't you see I'm shining? When I don't you see I'm shining? When I